10 times Dana White got furious. Dana is one of the most important persons on the list of fight organizers. Originally, he was a business executive, but he is better known for his work done conducting fights. He is a calm man, but if you play with him, you should better wait for the consequences. So welcome back. All of these questions will be addressed in today's video. Now, without any further ado, let's jump into the video. Cris Cyborg video. The Cris Cyborg case was not so good. For her UFC match, she was demanding to go for a rematch, but Dana was not ready to give her a second chance. According to him, the match was already fair enough, and it was Cris's fault that she lost the match. There was no chance of a rematch. At this point, Cris and Dana had a talk, but someone changed the subtitles of the video and portrayed it as if Dana was harsh on Cris. This made Dana furious. He came in front of the media and said that it is done by Cris and she is not going to allow him for a second match at any cost. He was openly criticizing her and said what if she had done was completely out of her mind.
Dealing with her has been a nightmare the entire time she's been here. With Laura, there was a lot of controversy bringing her in the first place. When I did the interview with Laura, we really didn't mention the whole...
Greg Jackson. A match was organized between Jon Jones and Dan Henderson at UFC 151, but just 8 days before the match, Henderson got severely injured and was not able to appear in the fight. To continue the fight, Dana invited Greg Jackson's student to fight in place of Henderson. Looking at such short notice, Greg Jackson and the team began afraid to take part in the tournament and declined the invitation. This made Dana so furious that he canceled the whole tournament. Not only this, he coined this incident in media and openly criticized Greg Jackson. He said that he doesn't understand any point in declining such a great opportunity.
Yeah, Greg was talking about that in 22 shows they had 12 bonuses, or like a knockout or a submission bonus.
Well, he said because I started getting the facts together, then I realized I was actually doing really, really good.
I would have loved to see though how many fighters he had, that number there also. But I think with him saying that it was a moral booster, I think it's...
Doesn't know in advance how it's going to all come back around.
Yeah.
Do you?
What do you mean? Yeah.
Do you?
What do you mean?
I don't think he shoots from. I don't think he shoots from the hip that much.
No.
I think there was.
Steve Mazzagatti. Steve Mazzagatti is a referee in the UFC for years. He is good and vibrant, but it has been seen that Dana does not like him. There are several incidents where Dana has criticized him in front of even the media. A World Series of Fighting was going on between Fitch and Berkman in 2013. Berkman caught hold of Fitch early in the first round, but it didn't appear the referee was closely watching. He continued to hold him until he lost consciousness. Then, after leaving him unconscious, he declared himself the winner of the match, and the referee at this time was busy checking the breath of Fitch. Dana openly criticized this event in front of the media. Mario Yamasaki. He is the second referee who has been openly criticized by Dana. He had faced criticism even from the MMA community as well. He was working as a referee in the UFC tournament in 2018, where the fight was going on between Kachara and Shevchenko. Right from the match, it was clear that Shevchenko had dominated the fight. She was leading in all rounds and continued to do so until the end, but the matter became worse when she grabbed Kachara from the neck and didn't let her go until she was unconscious. The referee was criticized in this match because he could have stopped the match quite earlier and prevented further injury. But he didn't do anything like that.
He said that he was allowing Priscilla to be a warrior. What do you think about that statement?
I think it's disgusting. And I never want to see him reffing ever again.
Dana, what about the fact that people could argue that the punishment got too much?
She didn't. She didn't tap, and that's the thing. The reality is when you're a fighter and you're reasons that this sport is as big as it is because most of you guys don't tap. That idiot to say that he gave her the opportunity to be a warrior, no, to protect her from herself. He makes me sick.
Jake Rosen. In the year of 2009, Dana made a bold statement that MMA is going to be one of the best-known games in the world by 2020. This statement made him face huge criticism from the MMA community and journalists. They started writing articles on his statement made by him. He was chilled about other criticisms, but Jake Rawson of SureDog wrote an article that Dana found furious. He openly talked to the journalist during the phone call and scolded him for what he had written. He told, "Why can't people understand the enormous opportunity in the game? Are all behaving insanely?" Hackers attack UFC official website. In 2012, UFC suffered a cyber attack. The official website of the community was hacked by an anonymous hacker group. Hackers converted the official page of the site with a picture of Hitler. Public and players were afraid that they might lose their information. However, the attack didn't cause any impact on Dana. Dana was as chilled as before. In fact, he claimed that these internet tactics are not going to be afraid of him. After that, he openly invited the hackers to get on the site again. This time, he converted the image into an anonymous icon. Elite XC Heat. The Elite XC Heat had organized a fight between Kimbo and Shamrock. Unfortunately, at the end of time, Shamrock was unable to make it out at the event. To continue the fight and the event manager invited a lightweight and relatively unknown fighter, Seth Petrozelli, to fight against Kimbo. Kimbo was way too overweight than his new opponent, but the fortune helped Petrozelli, and he knocked out Kimbo in just 14 seconds. But the controversies arose when rumors spread that Kimbo was paid to continue the match for that long. At this rumor, Dana reacted that no such kind of thing, it is illegal and can face serious consequences. Ken and Frank Shamrock. The Shamrock brothers and Dana White have had a long history of tussle. It goes back to 2010 when MMA was not legalized yet in New York. The Shamrock brothers blamed Dana for banning the sport. Dana took it to heart and then answered by openly criticizing the Shamrock brothers. At this, the Shamrocks criticized martial arts matches. He told that these matches are just a stunt for gaining money and putting them into players' pockets. In the answer of this question, the community officially sued Ken and Frank Shamrock. This devastated the two brothers, and they were even owing money to Dana. It was a frequent turn in the fortunes of two brothers. Steven Espinoza. He is a sports executive for Showtime Sports. He also does commentary for UFC matches and is pretty popular among people as a commentator, but he is one of the many criticizers of the COVID policies of UFC matches. He disagreed that the tournament following any COVID guidelines. Also, he claimed that critics like him are not allowed to speak in public. At this, Dana claimed that the claims made by Steven are completely wrong. The company has followed every guideline of COVID. Even, Dana warns him openly that if he is discouraging his own company, probably he is discouraging himself. The New York Times. The media claimed that the tournament, organized in the post-COVID world, is not following the rules of COVID protocol. Social distancing has not been made, and people are not wearing masks properly. The laws have not been executed properly. At this claim, Dana again became furious. He said that the allegations are completely wrong, and he does not care a thing about these questions. He abusively denied the reporter and did not agree to answer the question. This open question did not get even any attention on the mass media. So these were all about the stories of an angry Dana White. He is the president of the UFC community, and it was only during the period of Dana that the sport got an international rating. The statement made by him in 2009 has now become true. MMA is now popular in the whole world. The statement was one of the reasons he got angry, but today everyone's accepting that he was probably right. His anger towards Dana had led to the end of the career of various people. We have now seen such examples. So this is all about this video. I hope you like the information given in the video. And if you have anything on your mind, feel free to comment below. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to get more videos like this. Also, hit the bell icon to get the notification of the latest updates on this channel. And thanks for watching.